Hello everyone. Today we have a new look at the next operation and next update coming next week. So it's gonna be on Tuesday, and the free tiers will be 20 tiers, and the paid tiers will be 50 tiers. So about $10 to get everything, which is a good deal. So as you can see on screen, we have a look at the stuff that's gonna be coming in the operation pass. We'll have more information tomorrow, but for now you can see it's pretty interesting, so let's look at it more carefully. So from left to right, we have first a Spartan, which is a Mishika Triple Alliance inspired soldier, which I'll go into more detail later. There's a Rakshasa set, which has a scarf, finally a Rakshasa scarf, and it looks pretty cool. I like it, whatever that armor set is called. Then the third one is a Spartan with that sort of pilot gear, yeah, and it looks cool. And then in fourth place, at the very right, you see a Promethean Knight inspired Chimera armor. So if you look at it carefully, you can see, yeah, Promethean Knight inspired. So that's cool. I know some people have wanted me to do a Promethean Knight fit, but now we're getting like a Promethean Knight inspired armor, so there you go. So let's look at some more details. So the first set is a first full indigenous inspired armor set and weapon set. We've had a few pieces and coatings with names referencing different nations on Turtle Island, and I might do a video on that later. But in this case, it's a Mishika inspired set. So the Mishika are one of several Nahuatl people, and they are part of the Uto-Aztecan family. So they are related to the Shoshone, to the Utes, which the name Uta comes from, and they went south from their home that they called Aztlan, and eventually they wandered into Lake Texcoco and built up their city called Tenochtitlan, and they formed the Triple Alliance. So they were very militaristic and expanded their control over other nations. So this set is inspired by them and some of their warriors, which includes the helmet, which is typically like an animal helmet with feathers. So feathers are important to a lot of indigenous nations. The mutilator appears to be inspired by a Macuahuitl, and it's a sort of ancient obsidian bladed sword, and it was used by other nations before the arrival of the Nahuatl people, such as those of the Otomanguean family, nations part of that family. And yeah, that's kind of cool. So moving on to the other sets. So we have this pilot-inspired armor, not pilot as in the set we currently have, but, in general, like a piloting set. And it's the one we saw with the teaser. I hope we do get the Falcon. Like, you could literally hear like the Falcon noises in the background on that teaser. So, and it's something they had been working on, so I'm pretty sure we'll be getting it, hopefully. Anyways, this is the armor set, which goes well on it, and it's Mirage. Good set of shoulders. Helmet is really good, and you can see that battle rifle. It has a custom model and a coating, so I'm guessing that's going to be part of the pass. So overall, it looks good. I like it. And then we see the green visor, which is part of the premium unlock. So if you buy the thing, then you unlock that visor instantaneously. So looks good. And then we have the MA5K Hush weapon model. It looks pretty nice. It's interesting. Cool that we're getting a weapon model for the MA5K, since I didn't actually think we would be getting some, but that's cool. We also have the Nighthawk weapon coating, which you can see like I guess another black and silver or whitish with little bits of red. We kind of have some like that already, such as Black Cat, I believe, and then the 152 one, which I forgot the name, but anyways. There's that. There's the visor, the green mixer visor. You can see it on the Spartan, and you saw it in the last image. And the personal Spartan weapon charm. So it's that little cat-eared Spartan right there. So that's you get that all of those if you buy it. If you upgrade to the 50 tier premium pass, you'll instantly unlock it. That's like the tier 0. So looks good. So again, we have the knight. There's no dedicated image for that, but for the knight inspired armor set, it looks cool. I like the helmet. It's Chimera, and the Didax armor was also on the Chimera set. Of course, it doesn't like fully look like a knight because you know the big carapace. But anyways, still nice. Probably would be good with some of the other pieces, the foreigner pieces. You could probably mix and match some of those too, especially with the Didax stuff. So a good chest for that, and yeah, that looks cool. So that's what we have for now. We will be getting more information tomorrow, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. And I'll be making a video on that, and I like what we have so far. Of course, there's going to be shop items and so on, but those will be coming later. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.